of questions they ask you. These are the type of questions that I've got and some of my friends have got. This is not necessarily all the questions they're going to ask you. Basically, this interview is like a conversation. They'll ask you, so where about in New Jersey are you going? Sometimes they'll try to trick you. In my first year, yes, the first time I went, they tried tricking me. They're like, oh, we can see you in the Kansas, is it Kansas City or something? And I was like, no. I even was like, is that what it says in the form? And they're like, oh no. And he's like, so where are you going? And I was like, oh no, I'm going to New Jersey, Chatham, New Jersey. And he's like, oh, okay, so you know where you're going? And I was like, yeah. And I even was like, is that what it says in the form? And the guy's like, no, it doesn't say that. And I was like, oh, okay, because I don't want to go to the wrong place, you know. And he was laughing. So they'll try to trick you to see if you know where you're going, if you're not just like a model or a dummy that just comes and, you know, like fills in the meantime, you're not really going. So they'll say like, oh, what does your host dad do? Like here they ask me like, what does your host dad do? What does your host mom do? How many kids are you gonna have? Like, do you know anyone in America? Is it your first time going to America? What else did they ask me? Oh, my first time in 2016, they were like, oh, it's pretty cold where you going. Are you ready for the cold? Because I was in Durban and I was like, I'm nervous about the cold, but I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna get the right jackets, hopefully. And I was like, I'm just gonna suck it up for one here, you know. And he was like laughing, which made it great. Let me see if I forgot any other questions. Yeah, where are you staying? What does your host family do? How many kids do you have? Is it your first time in America? Are you excited to go to America? Sometimes they'll even say like, what made you choose New Jersey? Or what made you choose like wherever you're going? So those are the questions. It's chill. Before you know it, the interview is over. The build up is long, like the waiting to go in, the escorting, the changing of the belt, and all those things are long. But once you hear, oh, okay, thank you, well done, they stamp it, they close it, they be like, your passport will be ready in 3 days, you'll get an SMS. You're like, I'm done. And then it becomes real. You're like, holy stink, I am going to America. And then you get home and you have to call the person who's helping you in your agency, that kind of stuff, and you're like,